Hey guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the weekend of, January 5th, I believe. 5th, yeah, because it's Wednesday. I'm doing this a little bit early. We do have a hockey tournament this weekend, so I'm going to be not around for the weekend. I'm going to go through the books mainly, all that I bought this weekend. One was one I bought with an Amazon gift card after Christmas. I've had cat hair stuck on my lips. Ugh. Joys of having cats in your house. And then the rest of them were actually books I bought for Kindle. I kind of went through my wish list since I don't have a reading pile anymore, and I was looking at how much books were or if they were available from the library or whatever. And a whole bunch of the books I had on my wish list were available for Kindle really, really cheap. I got 7 or 8 books for $6. And so I was excited to see that, and I just had to pick them up because I don't know if they were just on sale because it was right after Christmas or how long they were going to be on sale. But anyways, so the first one I bought is a physical book, and that is the first volume in the Lumberjane series, Beware the Kitten Holy. And this is by Noelle Stevenson and, why am I blanking? For my luck. I'm trying to find the title page. And Grace Ellis. Noelle also did Nimona, which I really liked, I just read, so I was excited to get this as well. This is a graphic novel series about a bunch of maybe slightly atypical girls who are at a camp that happens to have different kinds of fantasy creatures around it, and they go on all these adventures and get in all this trouble when they run into these fantasy creatures. So I really liked it. I already read it. I liked it a lot. I'm planning on continuing the series, and I'd recommend it if you like kind of humorous, fancy graphic novels. It's set in contemporary times, but has some interesting twists to it. Then I did get 2 new audiobooks. I restarted up my Audible plan. I had stopped it for a few months, and they don't have the one where you just pay once a year to get all the credits anymore. You have to do it monthly. So I get 2 credits a month, and I'm always almost right up against those. I'm reading my last audiobook right now, and my credits just renewed last week. So I did get 2 new audiobooks, and the first one is Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane. This is the first book in the Great Library series, and it's been out for a while, but it's been one I've been wanting to read. And then the second audiobook I got was Within the Sanctuary of Wings, which is the 5th book in the Memoirs of Lady Trent series by Marie Brennan. I've been loving this series. I'm reading the 4th book right now, and it's just been so much fun. I just love it so much. It's about a young Victorian lady who decides to become a natural historian of dragons, and it's very much not what young women do during that time, but she gets to go on all these amazing adventures and learns amazing things, and there's a lot of science in here. Fake science, but science all the same. And I just really, really have been enjoying these books, so very excited to get to 5th one. Now, the ones that I'm going to go into are ones I got for my Kindle that were ones that had been on my wish list for a while. So the first one is a book called Vankara by S.J. West. This I did get for Kindle. I believe it was either 99 cents or free. I can't remember. This is the first book in the Vankara saga, and it's kind of a steampunk fantasy series I've been wanting to read. So I'm excited to get that. You guys will probably be familiar with this next author, and that is Annette Marie. So I did go ahead and get the first book in her 3rd series, the Spell Weaver series, The Night Realm. I just can't keep up with her, to be quite honest. She writes a lot. So I really liked her, what was it? Silver and Stone, or Stone and Silver and Steel, or Stone and Steel, or Stone and Steel. It's her first series, and I also liked Red Winter, which was her 2nd series, so I'm very much looking forward to reading Spellweaver, which is her 3rd series. She does have a 4th series that she started now, so I'm very behind on this, but I've really been a fan of all of her books, and she publishes direct to Kindle. She is self-published, but very, very quality young adult urban fantasy. Next one I got is also from an author I really have been enjoying, and also urban fantasy, and that is Midnight Curse by Melissa F. Olson. I read her first series, Boundary Magic, and really, really liked it. This is her 2nd series. She also has a 3rd series she started, so another author I've gotten very behind on. Urban fantasy, I'm very excited to read this. I've heard good things about it. This one is a little bit different. Again, for prices, let's see. This one was a little bit more. I think it was $2.99 because and this one I think was also $1.99 or 90. Maybe this one was 99 cents and one was $1.99. I can't remember. Moss Forest Orchid is the next one, and the cover they show on Kindle was not the same as the one that was on Goodreads. The cover of the Kindle has like a young woman on it, but this is like a sword. I don't know. I know this is a young adult fantasy. It's has more romance in it than other ones. It is the first book in the Silver and Orchid series, and it's by Sherry L. Tapscott. I actually haven't been reading anything very romancy lately, and every once in a while it's kind of fun to read some of that. So while I'm not a huge romance fan like some people, this is supposed to be more like a romancy fantasy. So I think it'll be a fun read. And this one I believe was free. The next one is Marked by Dragon's Blood by N.M. Howell, and this is the first book in the Return of the Dragonborn. I'm going to be real honest. The cover of this is like beautiful and it like caught my attention right away, but it sounds really good. It's a fantasy. I believe it is more of an adult fantasy in this case, and it sounds really good, and I'm excited to read it. Again, this was either free or 99 cents. I can't remember. Okay, this one was a little bit different. This is Steam Fate, an erotic tale of romance and revolution by Kate Daughtry, I think that's how you say that. This is another steampunk one I've had on my list for a really, really long time. I think I got it for free. It was like free or like 1 cent. Again, super, super cheap. I've heard good things about it. It sounds kind of fun, and so that's why I picked that up. And then the last one I got for very cheap for Kindle, and this one I do believe it was, again, free or 10 cents or something like that, was Changeling by Molly Harper. This is the first book in the Magic and Manor series. It's a new Molly Harper series. This book was published in 2018, so it's relatively new. It is supposed to be like a Victorian fantasy series, which I really love. I have always been a fan of Molly Harper's writing style. She's very humorous and lighthearted. I don't always love her characters, but in general, I find them very funny. Like, I like to read her once in a while. I wouldn't read her all the time. But this one sounded so like right up my alley. When I saw it, I just thought I had to get it. So that's a lot of books. Deep breath. So again, Lumberjanes, #1. And then I did get the 2 audiobooks. Ink and Bone, Within Sanctuary Winds, that's 3. Vankara, The Night Realm, 5. Midnight Curse and Moss for, can't get these apart. All right, we're just going to do these 2 because they're all in a piece of paper because they're ebooks. Midnight Cursed and Marked by Dragon's Blood would be the 7. And then Moss Forest Orchid and Steam Fate has 9. And then the 10th one is Changeling. So 10 books this week. As I said, right after Christmas, I do a little bit of like, I'm going to go spend my Amazon gift card, and then I kind of go organize my books and figure out is anything really on sale that I want. And if you are interested in any of these Kindle series, they look really cool to you. The prices for the Kindle books were amazing, and I am trying to get better at, I really don't like having a ton of clutter around my house, not that you can tell from all the clutter around my house, but I am trying to declutter some and kind of go a little bit more minimalist. And as part of that, even though I like getting books in paper, I'm only going to get them in paper from my library or if they're not available as an ebook. In general, although I love paper and ink and I love the way it smells and feels, reading on my Kindle or my Kobo, I have both, is just a lot easier for me. I can make the font bigger so I can read it while I'm running. I can, like the Kindle, it automatically syncs with my phone. So if I have like 15, 20 minutes in the car waiting for my son, I can like read on there. I can read on my Paperwhite is backlit. So like if I'm in the bedroom, my husband wants to go to sleep, I can like read on the Paperwhite. It's just a lot. And like I can read without holding something, right? I can lay the book down. And I've been having some issues with my hands, and holding something like this for a really long time, like hours, isn't good for them. So I'm just trying to get stuff from Cloud Library, get stuff for Kindle, get stuff from the library, so that I don't have this clutter in my house. And that was probably way more than you wanted to know. Anyways, things have been going good here. I hope you guys are having a good new year. We just finished our first day back to work / school, and it's really cold. Like, I think we got up and it was 1 this morning with a wind chill of minus, I don't know, 15. At that point, once you start getting below 0, it's just cold. It just doesn't matter how cold it is, except for once you get like -20, -30, then things start breaking that shouldn't break. Like you'll hit the rubber on the side of your garage and it'll break off because it's frozen, stuff like that. So it's been very cold, but it's supposed to warm up. I have to go out of town for work next week. So I'm it's a long drive. I drive down to Missouri to a plant down there for work. And I don't mind doing it, but I need to watch the weather. If the weather's going to get really bad, then I need to fly rather than drive. So driving is nice though, because then like when we're done, I leave. I don't have to try to catch a flight and stuff. I just get in the car and come home. So looking forward to that. And then it's just going to be kind of wild because we have a hockey tournament this weekend when we get back from that, and it's away. When we get back from that, I leave for work, and then I get back, and the next week my husband leaves for a business trip, and then he gets back, and we have another away hockey tournament. So there's going to be, next couple weeks are going to be a little bit chaotic in the house, but everything's going well, just cold. It's not unexpected. It's not super duper cold. It's just normal January sucks coldness. So all right, this has been kind of long. I apologize. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and have a good New Year's and got lots of great books, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.